Yesterday we discussed how glorious Ayodhya city was, filled with opulence, facilities. But despite having such great city, Ayodhya, and such great ministers, 8 ministers, Dasharatha Maharaj was not happy because he did not have a successor, Sutaha, son. He comes from a very great family, starting from Lord Brahma, Marichi, Kashyapa, Vivaswan, Vaivasvata, Ikshvaku, Dilipa, Sagara. So in that family he comes, he has a responsibility of having the next right successor. So he was very unhappy that I do not have a son who can take forward this administration. So he calls all his ministers and other sages like Vasishtha, Saptarishi, Vamadeva, Jabali, like this. And then he has discussion with them. He tells them, I'll do Ashwamedha Yajna. They all give their approval and then they all leave for making preparation. But his senior most minister, Sumantra, he remains there to reveal some secret. He says that how he has heard from his guru in one of the confidential meeting that Brahma's son, Sanat Kumara, has revealed that only sage Rishya Shrunga can help Dasharatha Maharaj to get a son. So then Dasharatha Maharaj hears the history of Rishya Shrunga from his minister Sumantra. He says that how Rishya Shrunga, born in a very mysterious situation from Vibhandaka Rishi, who is son of Kashyapa Rishi. How he was born from a breed of deer called Rishya. How deer conceived this child who was actually cursed Apsara by Lord Brahma, and by delivering this baby with a horn on the head, so that deer died. And this Rishya Shrunga, he grew up in the ashram of Vibhandaka Rishi and in a Hrada, the place in between the river of Kaushiki river. So he was growing up. So we also discussed how Romapada, the king of Angaraj, did not have rain for 12 years. There was drought, utterly no water. It is because he had promised Brahmanas that he will give some charity, but he did not give. So Supreme Lord was upset with that, so there was no rain. Now how do we solve it? He said, first of all, you have to do whatever promised, that you have to fulfill. Secondly, this great tapasvi, Rishi Shrunga, who has never done any wrong, any papa in his life, pap karma. Such a person has to visit Anga desha, then only it will rain. So how do you bring this Rishya Shrunga, who is living in a very, very inaccessible forest, and personally Vibhandaka Rishi is protecting him, taking care of him? So this was the challenge. This is where we heard yesterday. So the king Romapada calls all his ministers and discusses with them, now how do we solve this problem? How do we bring Rishi Shrunga to Angadesh? So they call all the Brahmanas, great Brahmanas who are expert in Vedas, Upanishad, Shadangani. So they all come and king joins his hands and request them, can you all please go to this Kaushiki river, the forest, deep jungle, somehow please convince Rishi Shrunga, his father Vibhandaka Rishi, and bring him here. Simply by hearing this, they get scared. Oh, no. It's just not possible. Vibhandaka Rishi is Brahmarshi. If he becomes angry, he will curse us. He doesn't want to come and see any of our face. He doesn't want to be in the city. That is why he has abandoned all the human society. He has gone far away, living deep in the jungle, and is taking care of his son Rishi Shrunga also like that. So we cannot go and tell him that please come back. Somebody has gone to do tapasya and we Brahmanas, how can we go and tell him again you come back to city? So no, and also we are very afraid of tapashakti of Vibhandaka Rishi. If he becomes angry, he will be upset. Please forgive us. We will not be able to do this. So the king was very discouraged hearing this. Oh, Brahmanas are saying they cannot do. Then who else can do this? If they only say, then who else can do? So again he calls all the ministers and the same Brahmanas. They're discussing, how do we solve this problem? There is drought, kshama, no rain for 12 years. And only Rishya Shrunga, he can solve this. But how do we bring him? So then all the Brahmanas, they say, I think looks like we have a solution. Because it is mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana, Sarvopaya, by using all methods you should bring. By using all methods you should bring Rishya Shrunga. It's for a greater humanity reason it is, right? So now what do we do? They said, okay. So let us, there are Vaishyas. There are prostitutes living in this city of Champa. Champa is the capital city of Anga desha. So in this city, there are many Vaishyas, prostitutes. So you call them, we will tell them what they should do. So then Raja Romapada calls all the Vaishyas, the prostitutes, they all come. They ask, King, please tell us, you have invited us, what work you want us to do? Then the Raja says, you have to go to forest, deep in the jungle. And there is this great sage Vibhandaka. He has one illustrious son, Rishya Shrunga. You have to somehow convince him and bring him to this Anga desha. So they also get scared. Oh, what kind of work are you giving us? But we are also very afraid. If we don't go, it will be disobedience of the king's order. So you will kill us. And if we go there, the sage will kill us. What do we do? They said, we also cannot do this. So again, the king was feeling very bad. But there was one senior, one elderly, one older woman, one older Vaishya. She said, if you help me the way I want, I can make an attempt. I can attempt. I cannot assure you whether it will happen or not, but at least I'll try my best. So the Raja, king says, Romapada, fine, whatever you want, I will help you. So then she says, okay, you have to give me all these facilities. So she will tell that you get the boats. So they build large size boat, Nava. Nava means the boat. So in that boat, they convert that boat into some ashram, Rishi ashram. They convert that as if it is one ashram, very big boat. You can't make out that it is a boat. Multiple boats, big size boats they build. They build kutira, they put some trees in that, and like this, all arrangement is made. And so she called her daughter and many other assistants, and she tells them, gives them instruction, and you should all go in this boat. And you should go very carefully to the place where that Rishya Shrunga ashram is there. And you should go when Vibhandaka Rishi is not there in the ashram. When he has gone out to bring samitas. Samita is a sticks for yajnas. So go, and what should you do like this and all, she gives instruction. So all these other young girls, so they dress themselves like the sages. They dress themselves like rishis, tapasvis, and they all go in that boat. And as we know, yesterday we discussed, this Rishya Shrunga, the boy, since the birth, except his father, he has not seen anyone else in his life. He has not seen anybody. Only one person he has seen is his father. So he doesn't know that there are people exist somewhere else. It's like we go to somewhere, we know that, okay, there are so many people, but I don't want to see them. So this boy, Rishi Shrunga, doesn't even know that there is a society, there is a civilization, there are cities, there are palaces, there are people. He doesn't know any of these things. He just thinks this is the world. Me, my father, some forest, some river, and some animals, that's all. See, he doesn't have any exposure to outside world. And it is said that very seriously he was practicing tapasya, brahmacharya. His father is giving him personal training and all that. So the more details of this incidents comes in Mahabharata Vanaparva. So there it is very nicely described what happened. So how? Tastu navyashram chakre rajakaryartha siddhaye. Navi ashramam. They built the ashram on the Nava. Nava means the boat, right? Sandesh chapi nrupate swabuddhya chaiva bharata. So, by seeing that, nobody will get any sandeha, doubt, oh, this is not ashram, this is a floating ashram. It's a floating building it is. It's not that, like this. So, how it was actually, there were so many flower trees. They created garden in that boat. Can you imagine what kind of boat they had built? There was garden. That garden had many varieties of flowers. It had many trees that had many juicy fruits. Right? Nana pushpa palair vrikshai krittimair pashobitam. They were decorated with all this kind of things, right? Ativa ramaniyam manoharam. It was so enchanting, beautiful, attractive. Chakre navyashramam. This kind of an ashram they built, right? So in this way, they took that boat nearby that ashram. So they parked that boat and they were waiting, right? So in this way, they were waiting, and when the Vibhandaka Rishi went outside, all these young girls who have decorated themselves like the tapasvis and rishis, they entered the ashram of Vibhandaka Rishi. And now the moment they came, first time the Rishi Shrunga is seeing some other human beings. First time, right? Who are these? He has never seen anyone else. So the moment they came, Kachin mule kushalam tapasanam, kachichavo moolaphalam samruddham. This young girls who are prostitutes, they were asking that, Rishi Shrunga, how are you? Is everything all right? Do you have sufficient fruits and everything in your ashram? Is everything all right? So I came here to see you. They only said, Kachin mole, kushalam tapasanam, kushalam, is everything is all right? Tapas or tapasvi, like this they're asking, right? And bhavan kushali chashramesvin, we have come here, tvam vai drashtum samprata agatasmi, we have come to see you, drashtum, to see you, is everything all right? We have come. So, kachit tapo vardate tapasam, Pita chachate kachid. Is your father all right? Is both of you doing good tapasya? Like this they are talking. The Rishi Shrunga first time hearing someone else talking to them. Right? And he doesn't know there is a Purusha, Mahila, like men, women. He doesn't know. He has never seen. He is not even aware of all such things. He said, Ruddho bhavan jyotiriva prakashate manye chaham tvabhimadhavaniyam. So he said, oh, please come. Who are you all people? Please come. You're welcome. Please come. Padyam te vai sampradasyami kamad yatha dharmam phalamulani chaiva. He said, please come. I want to wash your feet. I want to give you some water to drink. You see how satkar, how Atitya, hospitality. He has done Shastra Adhyayana. He knows that how to receive people, right? Because in the Shastra you read that Padyam means the water to wash the feet. In olden days, in my home at least about 20-25 years back, any relatives come, immediately we would take some water and wash them. We used to put the water to their feet and they would walk inside. This is called Padyam. And when we do Abhishekam, we chant this mantra. Idam arghyam, idam padyam, idam snaniyam. So when the guest comes, the first thing you need to do is you should wash their feet. And after washing their feet, you give some water for them to wash their mouth, achamaniyam. And then you give water to drink that is arghyam. So this Rishi is asking, padyam te vai sampradasyami kamat. Oh, please come, I want to wash your feet. So, yathar dharmam palamulani chaiva. So he's saying that after washing your feet, I will give you some fruits and some other roots and all that I'll give you. This is how he tries to welcome. And then he's saying, Kaushyam brusyamasya yatopajosham Krishna jine navrtayam shubhayam. Please sit down here. This deer skin, we have this chair like that. In Rishi Ashram, they have this deer skin. Krishna Jina, it is called. Krishna means the black, and the black deer skin is used for sitting and doing dhyana, meditation and all. Krishna Jinena Vrtayam Shubhayam. So, and asking, and then he's asking, this Rishya Shrunga is asking, he's addressing them as male. He doesn't know there is something called female. He's talking to them as if they are male, because he only knows male. So he's talking to them in the male language. Kwacha ashramastaiva. From which ashram you people have come? Where is your ashram? Kim nama chedam. What is the name of your ashram? Vratam brahmacharasi. What type of brahmacharya you are all practicing? Because he's very seriously, strictly learning, practicing. Vratam brahmacharasi. Which brahmacharya are you doing? From which ashram you have come? And then he says, Te dhyeyam vadatvam. What is the goal of your tapasya? See how Rishya Shrunga is asking. This is what he has learnt, isn't it? What is the goal of your tapasya? What type of brahmacharya you people are practicing? Where is your ashram? What is the name of your ashram? Right? Then they replied, all those young girls, the prostitutes, they said, Mamashrama Kashyapa Putra Ramyaha Triyojanam Shailamivam Parena. Our ashram is 3 yojanas away from this ashram. It's a little far, 3 yojanas, around some 40-50 kilometers from here. Tatra svado dharmam abhivadanam no nachodakam padyamupasyaashami. See the good behavior of these prostitutes. Their mother, that old woman, she had told, see, first of all, you're all going for a very dangerous work. Second one, you're going and you're dealing with a very qualified Brahmana, son of a Brahma Rishi. You all have to be careful. Don't do anything which is adharma. What is adharma? This Brahmana Rishi who is such a great tapasvi, such a great personality, you should never let him fall at your feet, touch your feet, because that woman, she knew that as a son of a Brahma Rishi, you'll have all good qualities, good behavior. Like he said, I want to do padyam. Padyam means you want to wash your feet. So you all have to be careful, otherwise it will be Mahapataka will come. Superiors, when they touch your feet, it is a Mahapataka. We should know this. Right? So that's why what they're saying is, he asked, what kind of dharma are you following? What kind of vrata are you following? So they replied, our vrata is that we don't allow anybody to touch our feet. This is our vrata. In our dharma, in our vrata, we don't allow anybody to do padya for us. So like that they replied. Tatra swadharmo anabhivadanam. No, we don't allow anybody to pay obeisance to us. In our vrata, we only pay obeisance. We don't allow others to pay obeisances. Na chodakam padyam upashrashami. We don't receive any padya and we don't allow anybody to touch us. This is our vrata. This is the vrata we are practicing. Phalani pakvani dadani teham. He said, okay. This Rishya Shrunga said, I want to give you some fruits because you have come to our ashram. Phalani, pakwani, ripened fruits I want to give. Bhalla, takanya, malakani, chaiva. I want to offer you bhalla taka fruit, amaraka fruit, bilva fruit, inguda fruit, dhanvana fruit. Like this, like I'll give you all these fruits. This Rishya Shrunga is saying. And then they replied. They're saying that what they said? Satani sarvani visarjayitva. They said, no. In our vrata, we don't take fruits given by others. The vrata that we follow, we will give something to them. So they had brought all special items from palace. Like gulab jamun, rasgulla, samosa, kachori, like this, puri, halwa, paneer sabji, like this they brought. And this boy, Rishya Shrunga, he's living in the forest. Only food that he eats is just fruits, phala, mula. Mula means roots, like that. Roots that we eat on Ekadashi day, right? So phala, that's all he has eaten. He doesn't know what is sweet taste. He doesn't know what is sour. He doesn't know what is spice. There are shad rasas, right? 6 tastes. But he doesn't know any of that. And they have brought all those things. Tanya Shringasya Maharasani, Brisham Surupani, Ruchim, the very tasty. All the 6 tasty items they brought. Dadaucha Malyani Sugandavanti. And what they did? They brought some scent. They sprayed on his body. He has never experienced that. Sugandavanti. And then Malyani, they had brought some beautiful flower garland. They put on flower garland onto him. And they put scent on his body. Chitrani vasamsi cha bhanumanti. Panani chagryani tato mamuda. They had brought some special drinks. And they gave him all that. Chikridya chochre prajahasa chaiva. They said, according to our vrata, according to the tapasya that we do, you should play with us. So he doesn't know. He said, okay, this is one kind of vrata, tapasya, like that, right? Sa kanduke naratasya mole. Kanduka means they had brought one ball, like tennis ball or some football. Like that, they had brought one ball. And vibhajyamana phalitalateva gatraischa gatrani nishivamana. So now our puja is, we will take this ball and we'll throw and we will run and this is our puja. Right? And this boy doesn't know, Rishya Shrunga. So he's playing with them. So they're going, catching the ball, coming, and he's, holding and all these things. So in this way, they're playing with him and creating that some new interest in his mind. And this boy, Rishya Shrunga, it is all new experience, new exposure. And he's just feeling, this is so nice. My father never taught me all these vratas. And this new rishis, the new tapasvis, they have come. Looks like their vrata is very interesting, right? So, tato muhurta dirpingalakshaha praveshtito romabhiranakhagram swadhyayavan vritta samadhi yukto vibhandaka kashyapa. So, after playing like this, that boy, Rishya Shrunga, is completely lost his mind, his heart, everything. He's become fully interested in them. It is such a new experience for him, right? And then they understood that old woman had told, the moment you see him getting interested in you people, when he feels like wanting to be with you more and more, you should leave him and come. Especially you should come before that Vibhandaka Rishi comes. So now they left him and they told him, we will again come, we will again play with you. So like that, we have to now go back and do Agnihotra Homa. So they went away. So after one Muhurta, Vibhandaka Rishi came to see in his ashram. So when Vibhandaka Rishi comes, the Vibhandaka Rishi saw their son, this Rishya Shrunga. He's sitting, simply seeing in one direction. He's not speaking, some kind of, different face. He's just totally lost, right? So Vibhandaka asked, Kalpante vai samida kinnutata kachchidutam chagnihotram tvayadya. Have you arranged Agnihotra Homa for evening? Why are you sitting like this? Have you made all the arrangement? Sunirniktam spukruda homadhenu. Have you allowed that calf, right? The calf. Have you allowed that calf to homadhenu? Dhenu means the cow. There will be designated cows for getting the milk, curds, and make ghee for homa. There will be a designated, it's called Homadhenu, and that Homadhenu should be taken care very nicely. So did you let loose the calf to drink the milk from the Homadhenu? Sunirniktam Sruksraiva Homadhenu. Did you wash all the sruvas? Sruva means the spoons we use for doing Homa. Did you wash? Did you keep all that ready? Kachit Savatva cha Kritayatvaya. So he asked. Then Vibhandaka said, my dear child, Navai yatha purvamimasi putraha. My dear putra, you don't look like how you were like yesterday. You look changed. Chinta paraschasi vitenascha vichetanascha. You look chinta. Something deeply you're thinking. Chinta para. Some thinking as of, you're looking like lost. So many thoughts are going on. Vichetanascha. Look like, vichetana. Chetana means your mind, your buddhi is lost. Vichetanascha. Dinoti matram kimavadya khinnaha. Khinnaha means being lost and depressed. Not showing interest in anything. Right? So, Prichami tvam ka iha bhagyato. Tell me, what happened? Did anybody come here? Why are you looking like this? You're looking so lost, thinking, not interested in anything. Then Rishya Shrunga started speaking. Ihagato jatilo brahmachari navairasvo natidirgho manasvi. Yes, my dear father, when you're not there, some very different type of brahmacharis had come. Iha agato. They had come. Agata means come. Iha means here. Ihagato jatilo brahmachari. The brahmacharis had come. Navairasvo natidirgho manasvi. Neither they were very tall, nor they were very short. And the suvarna varnaha, their body was like shining golden color. Suvarna varnaha. Kamalaya takshaha. Their face was beautiful like lotus flower. Their eyes were beautiful like lotus petals. Kamalaya takshaha. Sutaha suranamivav shobhamana. You keep telling about devatas, how devatas are very beautiful. They're very glowing. They're effulgent. They look very attractive. They were exactly like those devatas. Maybe some devatas had come today. You keep telling from the Shastra. Sutaha suranamiva shobhamana. Sura means devatas. So you keep telling me from the Shastra about the Sura Devatas. They were exactly what you had told about the Devatas. Samruddha Rupa Saviteva Deeptaha. Very, very beautiful they were. Samruddha Rupaha Saviteva Deeptaha. They were shining like the sun in the sky. Right? So like this, he's explaining. And they had long hair. And they were very nicely decorated, and they were wearing different dress than ours. See, our dress is not so soft. Today, the dress that they were wearing, it was very soft and very nice. It was because they were wearing silk dress. They were wearing, right, the palace dress. And he's going on describing all that he saw from those people. And he's saying that, when they were walking, Anyacha tasya adbhuta darshaniyam vikujitam padayo samprati. Whenever they walked, their walking was making some sound. Actually, those women, they were wearing some anklet, nupur, right? So when they walk, some sound is coming. So he's saying vikujitam. Kujitam means the tinkling bell sound. Some very nice sound. Vikujitam padayo, from their legs, from their feet. Very nice sound was coming. Samprati. Panoscha tadvad bahurni baddao. They're saying that, the very nice sound they were making. And when they're moving their hands, they were wearing bangles. So this boy doesn't know that it is bangle. So when they move their hands, from their hands also some sound was coming, as if some hamsa, some swans are making sound like this. And then he says that, so in this way, very nice. And my dear father, they brought some fruit in their hand. He doesn't know there is a ball, kanduka. He thought it is a fruit. And that fruit, when they were throwing it, from that fruit was again coming back. Again you throw, that fruit was again coming back. Again that fruit was coming back. So whole day we were playing with that fruit. Right? So next he says, very important here, he says, some susamyuta chapi jata vibhakta dvaidhi krita bhati lalata deshe. One very important thing Mahabharata Ramayana is saying. Susamyuta chapi jata vibhakta, their head, their forehead, dvaidhi krita bhati lalata deshe, their forehead, their hair was split into two. This one very important instruction is there here. Women, according to Vedic Shastras, they have to comb their hair and they have to have parted ways on the hair. This is what Vedic Shastra says. Because according to Shastra, hair is very sinful. The moment we touch hair, we become polluted. If you touch blood, if you touch urine, if you touch stool, that is mala, mutra, rakta, shonita, and this hair, nails, Shastra says, if you touch any of these things, you will immediately become impure. You have to take bath. You have to go and take bath. So then what to do? We have hair. So for men, it is recommended that we should shave our head because it's pollution. It's a papa. Kesha, there is a Shastra saying that the moment the hair is there in our head, it is papa, sinful. By touching it, we keep getting impure. Then what about women? Should they shave their head? Shastra says no. So because there is something special for women. Only for women, there is a naadi. There is one naadi. Naadi, there is no equivalent English word, but you can say nerve or something like that. Naadi is a different, like Sushumna Nadi, Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi, like that. So for women, there is one special Nadi called Seemantini Nadi. Seemantini Nadi. That Seemantini Nadi, it goes like this, here, exactly here like this. So this Seemantini Nadi, where the Seemantini Nadi is going, the woman is supposed to split their hair, make two parts, and they have to comb their hair. If they do like that, the hair on their body will not pollute them, but actually it will beautify them and it will purify them. That is why for men, the Shastras give injunction. First of all, you have to shave your head. Second one is every day, every time for men, when they go for taking bath, must and should they have to take head bath. This is a rule for men. If you take bath without washing your head, it is of no use. You are not taken bath for men. But what about for women? For women, that is not restriction. The restriction is that you have to comb your hair in such a way that the Seemantini Nadi, where the Seemantini Nadi is there, their hair has to be split. And what is the Seemantini Nadi? For women, the Seemantini Nadi, if it gets activated, their desire for studying the Shastra will increase. See this, what is the connection? Like there is a Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi, Sushumna Nadi, the different prana flows there. So when the prana flows in the Seemantini Nadi, the women become more interested in the Shastra. Their Shraddha, their faith in God, their faith in Shastra, all that will increase. So that is why women in the Shastra, according to Shastra, they comb their hair in such a way that Seemantini nerve keeps getting activated. So they get interested in Dharma, they get interested in Shastra, Shastra Adhyayana, Vrata, Tapa, all those things they get interested. That is why in Indian culture, Sanatana Dharma, woman combing hair is always like this. That is what he is saying. Susamyuta chapi jata vibhakta. The hair was divided. Vibhaktya means divided. Jata is hair. Jata vibhakta. He is saying, my dear father, their hair was something different. We don't split our hair, but they had split their hair. He is saying, Dvaidhi krita bhati lalata deshe. Exactly, lalata. Lalata is, this place is called lalata. In their above forehead, exactly in the center, their hair was parted too, because that is Seemantini desha. And when a woman becomes pregnant, There is one samskara. There are Dashavida samskara, right? Like many, like Namakarana is one sanskara, Garbhadana is one sanskar. So there is Seemantini sanskar. When you're pregnant, when you're around 7 months or something, so there is one samskara. What is that samskara? Only for pregnant women. What is it done? So for that pregnant woman, they will comb the hair in the Seemantini place. When they comb that hair, the child in the womb, the child which is growing in the womb, that child intelligence get activated. That is called Seemantini Sanskara. Just see how much it is there. Because everything that is going on in the woman body, it is impacting the child also. So how to activate the child intelligent enough in the womb itself? That is one sanskara called Seemantini Sanskara. When you are pregnant, it is done. And what is that? There is this wild boar. You know, there is some... one wild boar, it has got sharp some kind of a thorns in its body. So with that sharp things, when they actually comb the hair, the child in the womb, spiritual intelligence and medha shakti, the memory, remembrance, and intelligence gets activated. This is Seemantini. So this boy Rishya Shrunga is saying, Susamyuta chapi jata vibhaktya dvaidikrita bhati lalata deshe. Their head, this was split. See, look at this. Even prostitutes in Treta Yuga were following all this culture. This is how much culture was maintained in our Sanatan Dharma. Karnaucha chitrairiva chakravakyai samavrtau tasya surupavadbihi. And so they were wearing earrings. In this way, they had parted their hair and they had combed very nicely. Right? Tatapalam vrittamato vichitram samahatam panina dakshanena. In their hand there was some special fruit. Vichitram phala. What is that? More you throw this, it will again coming back. So like this, he is explaining so much, lot of, and they gave some special food to eat. My dear father, I've never eaten like this. It was some very different food, and I feel like eating that more and more. They made me drink certain things, and it feels so good. So like this, he told. And by hearing this, Vibhandaka Rishi became very concerned. What has happened to my son? What is he all speaking? So he assumed, he thought that some Rakshasas have come to our ashrama to disturb the tapasya of the sages. Some Rakshasas come like this. So Vibhandaka said, Rakshamsi Chaitani Charanti Putra. Oh Putra, my dear son, these are Rakshasas. Rupena Tenadbhuta Darshanena. They take this kind of rupa. They take this kind of some form. They come. Atulya Viryani Ati Ghoravanti Vignam Sada Tapaschininti. Vignam Sada Tapasya. To create Vigna for Tapasya, Rakshasas, they take this beautiful form and they come. Surupa Rupani Chatani Bhutva Vilobhya Bhuyo Vividaiva Rupai Sukascha Lokascha Nipatayanti Tanyugra Rupani Munin Vaneshu. He says that by offering all this kind of sukha, facilities, enticement, they will disturb the tapasya of the rishis. You should be very careful, right? So he's saying that asajjane charitani putraha pananya peyani madhunitani. You should not drink what they give you. You should not eat what they give you. Very dangerous. They'll do all this thing to break your tapasya. Malyani chaitani navai muninam. Throw this flower garland, what you are wearing. Rishi Munis should not wear flower garlands like this. This is not according to their vrata. Why are you wearing this flower garland? Throw away this. Smritani putro tamagandhavanti. And don't apply this kind of scent and all this on your body. This is not suitable for our tapasya, our rishi lifestyle and all that. So in this way, Vibhandaka became very worried. So next 3 days, Vibhandaka was searching. Are there any Rakshasas hiding nearby? They're trying to disturb my son. So this, already they had foreseen. Vibhandaka will become observant. He will search for us. He will try to find out. And if he find us, he will be very angry. So they were hiding far away. They did not come for next 3-4 days. So finally Vibhandaka didn't find anyone. He thought, okay, maybe those Rakshasas came. They tried to disturb my son and went away. So after 3-4 days, now Vibhandaka Rishi again went into forest to bring whatever is needed for their daily Agnihotra Homa and all these things, right? So at that time, these Yada Puna Kashyapo Vai Jagama Palanyarhatam Vidinashrame Saha. So the Kashyapo, the son of Kashyapa Rishi Vibhandaka, he went again to collect the Samittu and all these things. Now at that time, Tada Punarlopayitam Jagama Saveshayosha Munir Rishya Shrungam. Again, all this, the young girls, they came now. Again they came. So the moment they came, now what happened? Drishaiva Tamashya Shrunga Prakashtaha. The moment Drishyaha, this Rishi Shrunga saw them, he became excited. He got so excited seeing them. Prakashtaha. Rishta means excitement. Prahashta means like a mad person. He became happy by seeing them. He started jumping, dancing. Come, come, come. Where were you people last 3-4 days? Why did you not come? Sambhrata ropo hyabhavattadanim provacha chainam bhavadashramaya. He said, please take me to your ashram. Rishi Shrunga is saying, where were you? Why did you not come? I was waiting. I was thinking of you people. Take me to your ashram. Provacha chainam bhavadashramaya. Gachava yavanna pitamamaiti. Pitamamaiti gachanna. Before my father comes, please take me to your ashram. Rishi Shrunga is saying. Otherwise my father will not allow. I want to see your ashram. I want to do the vratas and brahmacharya that you all are practicing. Right? He's saying, please take me. Tato Rajan Kashyapasyaika Putram. So, in this way, Praveshya Vegena Vimuchyanāvam. Vegena, fast, very quickly, these young girls, they made him sit in their nava, in their boat, and then Pralobhayantyo Vividhai Rupai, enticing him in all that way. So, they actually brought him to this Anga desha. So, Antapuretatam Nivishya Raja. So, the moment that Rishi Shrunga entered Anga desha, Dadarsha Megai Sahasa Pravrishtam. Suddenly, though everybody could see big clouds gathered in the sky. They had not seen any cloud for 12 years because it was full drought, right? Dadarsha Meghai. Megha means cloud. Dadarsha Meghai Sahasa Pravrisham. Vrishti. Vrishti means rain. Big cloud gathered in the sky and they started pouring, showering. Apuryamanam cha jagadjalena. Full of rain, flood kind of rain, it started coming. So, in this incidents, we have to learn, there are many lessons for us to learn. Very carefully we have to understand. Again, we should not forget the greatness of Rishya Shrunga. He's not some ordinary boy. He's very great. Why? Because Supreme Lord has told, only Rishi Shrunga can invite me. My avatar will happen only if Rishi Shrunga invites. That means he cannot be an ordinary person. Whatever we heard now, it should not be seen as some very, some Agnyani, some, one ignorant boy who got allured by some woman. No. He's first of all, he's son of Brahma Rishi, Vibhandaka. He himself has practiced many important tapasya, vrata, tapa, brahmacharya. So what is the lesson that God is teaching all of us? So in the Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, Krishna gives one very interesting shloka. He says that Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. Krishna says that artificially, if you keep yourself away from certain enjoying things and then think in your mind, oh, I have no attraction for all these things. So Krishna says, such a thing will not work. It will not work. So what is happening here? Vibhandaka Rishi, so he decided that I will keep my child away from all kinds of attraction. He will never get to see anything, never, no exposure, nothing. So, Vishaya Vinivartante Nirahara Dehinaha. Nirahara Dehinaha. Inside you have desire, but you do not have access to those facilities. This is not the real vrata. So Krishna is saying this kind of a thing will not help. What is that? Rasavarjam rasopyasa. Unless our Atma, inside our Atma has given up desire. It is of no use artificially you make some arrangement outside and you tell, you see, everything is all right. So once there was one devotee, so suddenly he came and told one day that, Prabhuji, today I want to become sannyasi. Oh, why? He said, I don't have any material desires. Oh, he said, I don't have any kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya in my heart. He said, how do you know? I don't get angry. I don't get any desire. Like that he was saying. See, sometimes absence of provocation, we feel we don't have any problem. Isn't it? Sometimes you think, I don't have any anger problem at all. It is because nobody is making you angry. So we think we have conquered anger. Like this, when there is something absent, we think, I don't have a desire only for that. So Krishna, how he helps his devotees. This Rishya Shrunga, Vibhandaka, they are different from common lusty people. They are gone. Their tapasya is gone, everything is gone. But this case, it is not like that. It's not that these people left everything and they became materialistic people. You see how more and more tapasya they will do. So much so that Rishya Shrunga will do putra kameshti yajna and invite the Supreme Lord, not an ordinary person. Then what is he exhibiting? What is that we are trying to learn lesson from this aspect of Valmiki Ramayana? Is that simply the absence of provocation is not advancement. Oh, I have made advancement. So the moment the young girls came from Anga desha, this Rishya Shrunga got attracted to them. It is not that he had learned to control himself in the presence of pralobhanas or enticement or allurement. He didn't even know. So he doesn't know, so he's thinking that, everything is all right. So his father was also thinking like that. So Krishna, how he helps his devotees sometimes is that, so he will give certain resources. He will seek, what will you do with that? How will you respond to that? As a devotees, when you become devotee, when you start chanting, there was one person, so software engineer, senior software engineer in Bangalore. So he came, there was some kind of a recession or something. So many people had lost job. So he had also lost job. He was earning around 15 years back, he was earning 3 lakh rupees per month. So he lost his job. So he came and, he started chanting. He became a devotee and he started chanting. He started chanting 16 rounds. And so after chanting 16 round, one day suddenly he got a job. He was in such a bad condition. He had become, cleaner in the hotel. You can imagine, he was getting 3 lakh rupees salary and he had lost his job, and now he gotten into so much trouble, financial trouble, that he had gone and joined some hotel and he had become a cleaner there. That kind of financial trouble he was going through. So now after chanting Hare Krishna mantra, 16 rounds, seriously, sincerely, he got job. He got job now more than what he was getting earlier. So then what happened? Slowly, he reduced his chanting. And then when he came to temple, we asked him, how is your chanting going on? He said, Prabhuji, time ka hai, Prabhuji, time nahi hai. Oh, time nahi? You have to chant. You told, because of chanting I got job. No, Prabhuji, aap to ashram mein rehte, aapka, you have lot of time. You can chant. We don't have time. I'm going to office. I don't have time to do chanting. Krishna will give you some facilities and see what kind of tapasya you will do. What kind of sadhana you will do. It's a test. What did he do? He stopped chanting. Slowly reduced his chanting, and one day stopped chanting. Because now I got job. I'm no more this one. So after some 4 or 5 months, he lost that job. Krishna can give, Krishna can take also. And then again he came. Again he said, oh Prabhuji, I lost my job. Now again I will chant. So this is not advancement. So Krishna for devotees also will see like that. You are saying, I want to do seva to God. I want to do sadhana. So Krishna looks, sometimes he will bring some people. Oh, since long time I was looking for one wife. Now I got one wife. Looks like she will be one good suitable wife. Or one woman will think, looks like I got one very good match for me. We should be very careful. Sadhana. If you want to make spiritual advancement, you should be careful what kind of distraction can come. It can come in any way. It can come in more wealth. It can come in terms of promotion. It can come. If it is taking away your bhakti, we should be very careful. It will not come and tell you that I will take away your bhakti. It will come and tell you that with this you can do more bhakti. It will tell, oh, see Prabhuji, more salary is coming. I will do more seva. But never, no seva happens. Isn't it? So one devotee was telling, oh, I got one good wife. So with her I will sit and chant. With her I will read Bhagavatam. So finally there is this Gita Samsara, we call it. Nothing will happen. Right? Unless you are really made advancement. So these are all pralobhanas, allurement. So those who are on the path of sadhana, serious people, if you want to make spiritual advancement, so you should know that you will be tested. There will be pariksha, there will be examination for you. So many facilities. So one devotee was saying that I want to become a devotee. I want to join temple, become devotee. That day he was about to give a resignation in his company. He got a new job offer with double salary. So now he's thinking in his mind, should I really go? Such a big company, dream offer with so much salary. Pralobhana, allurement. We have to pass such examination. So there was one devotee many years back. So that day he's coming to ashram. He's saying that Aaj mujhe brahmacharya ashram join karna hai. So one of his classmates, one girl came and proposed him. I like you. Why don't we enter into... He's the boy is thinking, what to do? What should I do? All these days I was thinking I should join brahmacharya ashram. Now I got a very nice offer. So this is all pralobhana. So like this, there will be so much test for sadhakas. So much examination for sadhakas. So one has to cross all that. You should say, I am not interested. I am only interested in Krishna. Ananyas chintayanto mam ejana pariupasate. Pariupasate. You have to worship me. How? Ananyas chintaya. Anya chinta. There cannot be any other thought in your mind. Only Krishna. If anything else come, you should be able to say, no, I don't want this. I only want Krishna. I only want Krishna. Nothing else. Ananyas chintayanto mam ejana pariupasate. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam. Nityaha, all the time. Yogakshemam vahamyaham. We cannot get distracted. So once we were going on the road with some devotees, and suddenly one car went. Hey, look at that car. This is, what is that car? This is some car like that, Ferrari car. Like Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. This is not only Krishna. Some Ferrari Chinta is coming. This Prabhu, this red color Ferrari is very difficult to get. That one devotee is telling. So what? Is red, black, blue, whatever it is, what we have got to do with this Ferrari car? We are only interested in Krishna. You're saying I'm devotee. Jnana vairagyaschayo. The foundation of bhakti has to be jnana vairagya. Before you build any building, first you build the foundation. What is that foundation? Jnana vairagya. Knowledge and vairagya. Vairagya means I am not interested. I am not interested in anything. I am only interested in Krishna. So-called facilities, I don't want any of these things. We have to be very careful. We have to control our mind. How many times Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, control your mind, control your mind. Abhyasa yoga yuktena chetasa nanyagamina. Abhyasa, practice, control your mind. Isn't it? So, like that, one has to be very, very careful. One has to be very careful. So, through this Supreme Lord, to set an example in this world, that person like Rishya Shrunga, such a great person, can also be allured if he is not properly prepared for it. Rishya Shrunga is not an ordinary person living in the forest. Never ever got any exposure. He can be allured by this. Right? Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. We have to develop that superior spiritual taste, param drishtva. Once that superior taste, spiritual taste for Krishna comes, nobody can distract you. Nobody can come and attract you. Nothing can attract you. You will simply say, I'm not interested in this. Nothing can attract. That stage when it comes, that stage you can be relieved and say, oh, I'm not bothered. Otherwise, we have to be careful. We have to be prepared. We have to be enlightened about all. What did the mistake of Vibhandaka Rishi? If he is really teaching brahmacharya to his child, he also teaches the probable, the dangers and challenges. He just said it's fine. But the boy did not know. So he became allured. So we have to be careful. We have to be conscious. Enlighten ourselves. So now that Vibhandaka Rishi has come, this Rishya Shrunga has come to Anga desha, it started raining. But what happened to Vibhandaka Rishi? When Vibhandaka Rishi came evening, sun is not there. Searching, where is my son? Where is my son? He's searching. He did not find. He started going, searching, where is my son? He was so angry. You can imagine how angry Vibhandaka Rishi, Brahmarshi, with his anger, with his one curse, sharp, he can burn Anga desha. So how did this Anga Raja handle the anger of Vibhandaka Rishi? How did he pacify? What happened to this Rishya Shrunga after coming to Anga desha? Did he stay there? Did he go back to his ashram? So why did all this incident happen, and how all this incident has connection with Dasharatha Maharaj? And how finally that became the instrument for Putra Kameshti Yajna, through which Supreme Lord Ramachandra appeared. So we'll discuss that tomorrow. We'll stop here. Valmiki Ramayana ki, Shri Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman ki, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.